What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to another video, and today we are comparing this OnePlus Watch 2 with the Apple Watch Ultra, and as a special treat, I just want to compare this to the TAG Heuer connected smartwatch, priced at 7 times the amount. Let's go. Now, the first thing I want to start with is the price. Yes, the OnePlus Watch 2 has just been released and there are some special deals you can get. But for the purposes of this comparison, I'm going to keep the prices strictly retail. The OnePlus Watch 2 is £299. The Apple Watch Ultra, or Apple Watch Ultra 2, is £849. And the big boy, the TAG Heuer connected E4 model, is £1,450. Yes, you heard correct. The TAG Heuer connected smartwatch is nearly double the price of the Apple Watch Ultra and 5 times the cost of the OnePlus Watch 2. Let's talk about the design of all three watches. And this is where things get a bit, precarious for the TAG Heuer connected. The Apple Watch is a squared off design using titanium. The titanium casing actually covers the fully flat display for more protection. So it's completely different to the other two. But when it comes to the OnePlus Watch 2, and the TAG Heuer connected, they're both circular displays, they're both stainless steel, and they both have silicone straps. The one element that I would say is different on the TAG Heuer connected compared to the OnePlus is the ceramic bezel. Now, for those that don't know, ceramic is a very durable, scratch resistant, heat resistant material, which costs a bit more than not having a ceramic bezel, for example, like the no bezel on this one. It doesn't cost £1,200 though. So yes, other than that ceramic bezel, the differences in materials and design are basically zero. All three watches have two buttons, a mode button and a power button, if you like. They're both all customizable, but there's one to the top right of the watch and one to the bottom right. As mentioned, all fully customizable, where the TAG and the Apple Watch have a slight one up on the OnePlus Watch 2, and it is one of the only real downfalls, in my opinion, is the rotating crown doesn't do anything on the OnePlus Watch 2. Yes, on the connected and the Apple Watch Ultra, if you rotate the crown depending on what app you're in or what menu you're in, it'll zoom in, it'll do a lot of different things like change the list view. Yeah, lots of functionality on the scrolling crown. The OnePlus Watch 2 doesn't offer that. Now, for another huge difference, software. Obviously, the Apple Watch Ultra is running watchOS. A completely different software, chip, everything internal compared to the OnePlus and the TAG. So it's hard to really compare these. All I would say is software-wise, if you've got an Apple Watch Ultra, then you're probably tied into the Apple ecosystem with your phone or your iPad or your MacBook. A major benefit of going with an Android smartwatch that runs Wear OS 4.0, like the OnePlus and the TAG Heuer connected, is that you can pair it with thousands of phones. I'm not even making it up. There must be at this point thousands upon thousands of Android devices released every year. So you have the pick of the bunch. You can pair them with a budget, a mid-range, or a flagship. With the Apple Watch Ultra, you can pair it with an iPhone, full stop, of which there are 4 models to choose from. So yeah, much more versatility and choice when it comes to choosing your smartwatch if you go down the Wear OS route. Now, sticking with internals, the chipset inside the Tag Heuer Connected and the OnePlus watch is basically the same. It's a Snapdragon W5 chip. However, with the secondary chip on the OnePlus watch, which handles the RTOS, which handles just like your pedometer, your heart rate, all the low efficiency tasks, all the things that take up not much battery, all run in the background, which leads to incredible battery saving gains. Unlike on the Tag Heuer Connected, and please keep in mind the Tag Heuer is 5 times the price of the OnePlus Watch 2, battery life wise, on the OnePlus Watch 2, and I can now stand here and attest to this firsthand, you are going to get 4 days of battery life from the watch, and that includes with an always on display. With the Apple Watch Ultra, again, I've had this watch for about a year and a half to this point, and it still to this day gets 4, sometimes 5 days of battery life. With the £1,500 Tag Heuer Connected watch, you will get a day. Sometimes, if you're a golfer or you do long workouts, you will not even get a day out of your smartwatch. Yes, that's on the newest E4 model, not the E3, folks. For those that don't know, my channel started reviewing the Tag Heuer Connected smartwatch. To this day, those videos still are some of the most viewed videos. So I know what I'm talking about. And I know that I've extensively tested the Connected watch. And I can tell you that getting it to a day and a half of battery life was a struggle. Now, connectivity wise on the Apple Watch, you've got Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and cellular connection. However, for the other two, no eSIM support. Yes, you have heard me completely correctly. Your £1,500 Tag Heuer Connected smartwatch has to be tethered to a phone in order to make and receive calls. Back when I'd done the reviews a year, 2 years ago for the E3 model, there were so many comments trying to justify and cling on to the fact that they've paid so much money. But you always have your phone with you. Folks, sorry, you don't always need to have your phone with you is the point. With the Apple Watch Ultra, you can go for a long run, a swim. If you've ever tried going for a long run with a phone in your pocket or one of those arm straps, it's just a pain. So still being able to get calls, messages connected to the outside world while you're on a run with just your watch is a benefit. I don't care what anybody says. Now, I can forgive the OnePlus Watch 2 not having eSIM support for £300. But a £1,500 smartwatch not having eSIM support, I hate to say it, folks, and you'll notice that I've no Tag Heuer Connected left, you've been scammed. Now, as far as any other additional or bonus features, all the watches pretty much have the same. It's the same apps you're going to get on Apple or Wear OS. It's the same workouts, the same heart rate variability, fall detection, blood pressure, all that stuff with all the sensors is going to be on board. So there's really not much difference, if any, with that. So I think just to conclude here, there's 2 ways you can go. If you're an Apple fanboy, if you're in the Apple ecosystem, while the OnePlus Watch 2 will pair with your iPhone, it's not going to be as compatible with most apps, with your Apple Health app, your workout app, as an Apple Watch Ultra. And I can highly recommend the Apple Watch Ultra. Whereas, if you're in the Android ecosphere, while you've got hundreds to choose from, I firmly believe that the latest OnePlus Watch 2 is the best choice. The large 47mm screen, the stainless steel design, it's just perfectly fitting for my wrists and it looks stunning in my opinion. While the Tag Heuer Connected fits my wrist and it's 45mm and it looks great, it's ridiculously overpriced. And please keep in mind, if you've bought yourself a Tag Heuer Connected from 2020, you are about to run out of software support, folks. Yes, we're in 2024, and that's as long as you are going to get. If you bought yourself a 2022 or 2021 model, you're about to run out of software support as well. So yeah, your £1,500, if I were you, I would get out now from your Tag Heuer Connected, pop it on eBay or Gumtree and try and get a few £100 and use that few £100 to buy the OnePlus Watch 2. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, a nice little comparison between a few smartwatches. I typically do a lot of phone content, so if that interests you, make sure to smash subscribe. And until next time.